What's up, comic fans? What's up? Welcome to New Comic Book Day. Why? Now with more comic news. All right, guys, let's get into it. Yeah. So you've probably heard, or you haven't heard, Superman has been doing some test screenings, right? So they've been testing them mostly in-house, not too much pulling out from here and there. Mostly people within the DC universe offices, if you will. But we've heard some really good and some really bad things. Initially, the first test said the visual effects, the CGI, not great, not good. I mean, obviously they've had time to work on it now. Lois Lane, played by Rachel Brosnahan. She's been described as being really funny and adorable in this movie, right? The vibe has been something, and it's James Gunn, right? So first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, or maybe even the first Wonder Woman movie, if you're looking for a DC comparison. So, right, a little bit lighter than it is heavy, if you will. Yo, Comic Cap Collectibles in his house. Oh, and Alex just showed up too. What's up, Alex? And Kenneth Bird. What's up, Birdman? Birdman in the house. All right, guys, what's up? Just talking a little bit about the Superman movie that's coming out. They've been doing some test screenings, and it's looking good. It's looking good. So I was saying how Lois Lane has been good. The Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor is supposed to be pretty good. The vibe we're getting, or from what people are putting out there, it's something like the first Guardians of the Galaxy, or if you're looking for a DC comparison, like a first Wonder Woman film. So that's a good thing. So Superman is definitely improving with each in-house screening. Some other news. Let's get into some other news. All right, you may have heard about the tariffs that have been imposed, right? Some of them are on Canada, and then Canada has come back and said, we're going to impose some tariffs on you. Well, here's the bad news. If you're a comic book collector or a comic book reader, especially with new comics, those tariffs will affect new books, right? Which means this money, this 25%, whatever it is, may force comic companies. We'll see how they handle the price increase to possibly raise the price of books. Now, one of the big printers. So here's the thing: a lot of the printing of comic books actually comes out of Canada. All right, did you know that? I didn't really know that. Yeah. I appreciate that, Alex. I appreciate that. Right? So we just read online now, right? That's what I'm saying. Oh, you know what? I'll go back to collecting I'll just collect the old stuff, right? So there shouldn't be any tariff on something that's already been printed. Right? So I'm gonna just buy that that new stuff. Not the new stuff, sorry. I'm gonna just buy the old stuff. I'm gonna go into the comic shop and say, what you got on the wall? Because you can't charge me extra money on that stuff. But anyway, yeah, a lot of it is printed in Canada and then shipped here. China also prints a lot of stuff. They print more of the deluxe, so the weekly stuff kind of out of Canada, and then any of like I believe like trades, or, and this is not all of it, this is just some of it, or omnibuses, or collected editions, and some other stuff actually come out of China. Canada has a lot of paper mills, right? China can produce things usually at a cheaper cost. But now with these tariffs, that means the price of stuff goes up a little bit, right? So, yeah, comic books, new comics, maybe going up in price. Well, that's kind of what it is. Kind of what it is. On worst case scenario too, they're saying that if printing prices could more than double, or not more than double, but roughly double, so maybe actually a little bit below double, right? So I don't know what the printing costs are, but obviously that price would be added to the price of comics. Now, I don't believe there's a very huge margin on comics. I'm sure they've been doing better on the margins recently, right? Since books are $4, $5, $6, $7, $8 a piece, right? And then stuff like foils, I believe, are printed overseas as well. So China probably prints our foils and all that other stuff. All I know is the price of tariffs may cause the price of comics to go up. Sorry to be a Debbie Downer, but I did give you some good news about Superman, right? So at least we have good stuff coming out that says Superman will be okay. Same, I'll just buy the old stuff. Plus, there's tons of old stuff that we sell. Yeah, that's true. They won't. Marvel's committed to the price that drives the market. Yeah, but if the price that drives the market is a loss, maybe they'll eat it for a while, but Marvel's not going to eat it forever, right? It doesn't matter if you drive the market, but you drive the market at a loss. A loss is a loss, and Disney ain't losing money. Yo, the artists are here, but they're printed in Canada and China. Mostly 80%, I would say, of printing, right? So, right. I mean, I remember years ago when DC said we have a price point, we're sticking to it, and then 3 months later, all the books went up. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with the tariffs. One of the printers actually already put a 90-day, the biggest printer put a 90-day moratorium on the tariff. So they're going to eat the tariff for 90 days and allow DC, Marvel, and some of the indies to figure out what they want to do. And I mean, I don't think the tariff has to last multiple years, right? Disney's not about losing money. They're about making money. So don't forget that Marvel is Disney, and Disney wants your money. So my boy. Yeah. Now when you mess with comics, you ain't my boy no more. So we'll see what happens. I mean, right, there already was a stop on the comics initially, right? Well, not the comics, the tariffs initially, and then they brought them back. So we'll see what happens. But you know what they say, F around and find out. So we're gonna find out. Gonna have a lot of geeks really upset. A lot of geeks, a lot of nerds, a lot of average people. But like you said too, comic addicts, you can just read the books online, unless they raise the price of the online books too, in which case you can still read the books online. If you know what I mean. Not condoning it, but you do what you got to do to survive. All right, cool story. Went to my comic shop today, right? We're getting to the part where we're going to show the new comics. So I gave you some news. Superman trending in the right direction with some internal screenings. Awesome. I never want to see let's not say never, but for the most part, right? I never want to see a comic-based movie fail. Always, I want comic movies for the rest of my lifetime, and then maybe past that. And then tariff news. Tariffs. Who knew? Comics not printed in the U.S. Not all. All right. So I went to the comic shop, like I was saying. and picked up my books. And my comic shop owner was nice enough, because it's raining out here. Let me say that. I forgot to preface it with it was raining. It's raining hard out here, cats and dogs. So he said, oh, he didn't even say anything. It was like, here, I have this box. We're gonna put your comics in this box. So he helped me to protect it from the elements. So, and then we still have the bag here. So let's see what we got this week. This is nothing compared to the haul I got last week. But last week's haul had a lot of books associated with it. A lot of weeks. I was out there, and I was out for a couple of weeks. What am I trying to say? I was on vacation for a couple of weeks. So I had to pick up a couple of weeks. But bro, I need gas and food prices to go down, as well as the interest rates. And with this tariffs going on, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe. I mean, we'll see. We got to see. Since 3 a.m. Damn. I mean, I've only had like 2 or 3 hours, but hey, man, Rain Brothers, bringing the rain. Now it's been raining a lot out here too, but not since 3 a.m. That's crazy. That's insane. That's an insane amount of rain. That is an insane amount of rain. Shoot. All right, before we get into the books, let's go. Whoa. There were a couple of books that came out this week. Did not see this. This is according to Cover Price. These are some books that they think you should know about. Blade Forger by the Miranda Brothers. Miranda Brothers, really cool guys. Did not see this on the shelf. It's out of Mad Cave. So if it's a smaller, you probably have to go to a bigger store or a store that orders Mad Cave books or knows about the Miranda Brothers to get that. But didn't see that. Mothra, Queen of the Monsters. This was on the shelf at my comic shop, sold out. First appearance of Antra. What else we got? Star Wars Jedi Knights #1. I ordered this from another local comic shop, right? I like to give business, spread my business around. They did not have cover A, so I asked them for cover B. Then at the shop I normally go to, they had cover A. So, but that's a Raza cover. I don't know if you guys know Raza, but Raza he does some good work, does some good cover work. This should be a fold out cover, I believe. Not a fold out cover, but front and back. Full spread. Star Wars Jedi Knights. This is another first appearance and cover of Corliss Wrath. I think this is the Jurgens, right? Dan Jurgens cover. I think this is cover B. Ultimates #10, first appearance of the Grand Skull, the first appearance of the Red Skull Gang. The Grand Skull should just be the Red Skull, I believe. But yeah, he calls himself the Grand Skull. What else? We got Web of Spider-Verse, New Blood #1. There's a couple of first appearances here. This was on the shelf at my local shop. I think people are Spider-Versed out. A lot of Spider-Verse characters. The Alex Ross variant. I had this in my pile, and then I took it out. I cut the book, mostly because I got a variant that costed a little more, and I'm trying to be a little bit more fiscally responsible. So I put this down, but I'm a little sad I didn't get that one. Thank the rain gods. I saw your video where it was hailing. That was crazy. I think I saw it on IG. I think it was Instagram. So, but I saw that hail. And I got all the Web of Spider-Verse variants. Good for you, Cliff. I am Spider-Versed out at this point. And not that they've had a lot come out now, but I was all on the Spider-Verse stuff when it first came out. Like I have all those Spider-Verse books from the very first arc or volume, and then the second volume, and now they're still making more. And this week was actually not a bad week for the Spider-Verse stuff, because there's some interesting characters, including the cover of Spider Prowler. All right, I just remembered I did pre-order this, so I will be getting this cover. So even though I didn't buy it today, I saved myself from having 2 copies of this cover. So I did pre-order this one. Brian, what's up, Brian? Old Wolf's in the house. What's up, Tony? How we doing? Oh man, the gang's back together. This is cool stuff. Brian LCS is here, gracing us with his presence. So is Old Wolf and Cliff on comics, along with our old heads, Alex. So I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Just quickly looking at what cover price thought we should have bought this week, and then I'll show you what books I'm reading. Fantastic Four. Like I said, I had this in my pile. I had it, and then I put it back. It's Alex Ross, though. This is a beautiful book. Beautiful retelling, or beautiful reimagining, or homage, as they would say. The homage. But yes, a beautiful rendition of this cover by Alex Ross. It is to me worthy of a space on the wall, but so are comics. So all comics. Jay Gonzo did some really cool Dia del Muerto covers of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles way back when. This was last year, 2024. But Jay Gonzo, he does some really cool covers. This is Moon Knight right here. He's also a very nice guy. I saw him at Heroes Con last year in North Carolina. Poison Ivy, number 31, cover B. Pretty dope. Little shop. Look at that right there. Little shop at home. I did see this on the shelf, guys. It does exist. This guy exists. John Tyler Christopher. Toy variant. He still pumps those out. Everybody saying what's up to everybody. And I was saying, I just want to reiterate, my comic guy was so nice to me today because I showed up and it's raining cats and dogs out here, and he put my books in a comic mailer so I could take them home and not have them destroyed by the rain, which I thought was super cool of my comic shop guy. And that's my LCS guy. And that's why I will continue to go there. Thundercats, if you want a really cool Lionel cover, I think this is a good, nice, like painted one, right? But also this is Mark Spears, and Mark Spears has been on fire. So this I do not think I saw at my LCS. Doesn't mean it didn't exist, but I did not see that. I did not see the Usagi Yojimbo cover there. This is the Warnick variant of Web of Spider-Verse, New Blood. Yes, that is a vampire. It's Peter Parker there. Wolverine number 7, Stephen Platt, if you like Platt. Romulus on the cover. My LCS guy was like, who would think you would see Romulus on a cover? But there he is, Stephen Platt, putting Romulus there. You had some Marvel Rival covers this week. Those were gone by the time I got to the LCS. Blade Forger number 1 out of Mad Cave. When I first read this, I thought it was like Blade, like, Marvel Blade. But I was like, damn, what happened to your face? Only to find out this was out of Mad Cave. And this is a 1 in 10 incentive by In-hyuk Lee. Now we're into some incentives. Jim Henson's Labyrinth number 6. This is the 1 in 25. This is pretty cool with David Bowie on the cover. That's also a cover by Raza. So if you don't know about Raza, you better find out. Better ask somebody. All right, this is NYX number 9, 1 in 25, or New York X, NYX, Knicks. You tell me how you pronounce this. I mean, right? It's X people in New York. Also, she cut herself right here in the eye with the blade. Like, what are you doing? Did you just cut yourself? It's like cutting yourself shaving. These 1 in 100 covers are pretty cool. Star Wars Jedi Knights. There's a couple of them by Torrin Clark with the blade. There's supposed to be one with every issue. Next one might be Yoda. or the third issue might be Yoda. If you're a Yoda fan, I know there's a bunch of you out here. The 1 in 10 incentive of Thundercats by Mark Spears is the Virgin variant. I think that's already going for like 30, 40 bucks. G.I. Joe #1, third print, right? That's cool. Baroness on the cover. If you're into this kind of art style, more computer generated, right? And that's it. That's what Cover Price thought you should be interested in this week. Now I'll show you what I got. All right, so what do we get? We're going to start off with the little Spawn universe. We got Sam and Twitch case files. They're already on issue number 11. If you haven't cracked into this yet, it's different. Like, there's no word bubbles, right? The words come, they're just like little lines, and then it's like, this is what I'm saying to you. So it took a while to get used to that, the use of word bubbles. And then, like, these are thoughts, I guess, right here. So they're not really in anything. They're not in a thought bubble or anything. They're just kind of on the page. Internal monologue, if you will. But I would say this is kind of like, I guess it's in the world of Spawn, but Sam and Twitch aren't really dealing with Spawn. I mean, they're dealing with, like, killers and drugs, and so interesting. It is an interesting book. It's good. Took a little while to get used to. I'm still kind of getting used to it, but that's Sam and Twitch case files. Ultimates. This thing feels like it was, like I said, in my book, printed on toilet paper, but I mean, that's kind of what it's been, right, for Marvel for a while. In here again, we have that Red Skull gang, and I don't know, spoiler. There's your Red Skull. So, but the Ultimates has been a pretty good read. I enjoy it. It's probably, I mean, there hasn't been a lot of Ultimate Wolverine to come out, right? But this is probably my second or third favorite Ultimate Universe book. Ultimate Spider-Man blowing everybody out the water. But there you go. We got that guy. Got to catch up on this. We got the Immortal Thor, right? Alex Ross covers here all day. So I did get an Alex Ross cover this week, right? So I'm cool. I'm good. We got Alex Ross. So I'm good. I didn't need that Fantastic Four Alex Ross. I need it. Should have picked it up. Just trying to be a little bit tighter with the money, not trying to buy things just because I want them. I mean, obviously, that's the whole thing with comics, right? You don't need comics. You want comics. Every issue of Thor does have some quote to begin the issue, and then I guess as you read it, they loosely tie in to the issue. Predator versus Spider-Man is coming, by the way, if you're into that stuff. Here you go. Let's go this way. Some decent artwork in here. I forget who's doing it. Bazaldua. Whoa. Is that Thanos? What? Little face-off between Thor and Destroyer, right? That's not Destroyer. What am I talking about? I was playing, anybody play Marvel Snap? Oh, look, Thanos still there. Marvel Snap is fun. But yeah, here's Scourge powering up. Here's some Thor also powering up. He's like, oh, you think you can call on some powers? I got some powers for you. Let me show you something. But anyway, looks like Thanos is kind of showing up in the Thor book. So if you're a Thanos fan, I know definitely the last issue they had some scenes from when Donny Cates was doing Thor in this book, kind of reprinted to kind of tie things together. So that's pretty cool. All right, we're almost there. We did get the Raza Jedi Knights cover. All right. And look, let's break the spine. Oh, yes, look at that. That is so dope. So the Jedi Knights book is going to cover the Jedi Knights, right? So we got, Mace Windu, and there's going to be some stories about Qui-Gon in there. There's probably going to be Obi-Wan Kenobi stories in here. And then there's going to be other Jedi Knights, right? Who we don't know. There's going to be new introductions. So, I mean, if you're kind of like a speculator, I guess this is a Star Wars book that you want to be picking up just to get. But I feel like it's going to go the way of the Spider-Verse. And we're just going to get so many. We're going to get so many Jedi Knights that eventually people are just going to be like, I'm over it, right? Let me see if I can find a picture that does that Jedi Knights cover justice. Probably not. If I go to previews, the previews website, sometimes they'll give you when it's a cover like that, they'll give you the full cover. By the way, if you're collecting those Marvel Rivals covers, there were definitely 3 of them that came out this week. I think at least 3. There's also like 3 Peach Momoko covers that came out this week. At least 2 Raza covers that came out this week. So let's see. When I hit that, boom. That should share it. Or not. Let me do this. Oh, look at that. I'm off to the side. Haha. All right. So that's pretty cool. That is a dope cover. Let's see. I think I can even get in closer on this. Oh. How's that look? Oh, I took Yoda out of the equation. No, I didn't. That's Yodo. That's the female Yoda down there. I forget her name. Anybody out there who's a true Star Wars head who remembers the name of the female Yoda? I feel like that character has definitely existed before today. Yeah, that is a dope cover. Raza. Totally committed to Raza at this point. Raza just does some dope covers. Let's see. I want to see if I can find. He did a Moon Knight Raza cover. Raza did a Moon Knight cover. That's one of my favorites, and I want to see if we can find that one. That one is dope. Let's see. Can I find the Raza cover? Let's see. Yeah, this cover right here. It's just so good. Like, right? You know Moon Knight, chaos, right? But he's also always dressed in white. And you got just these little spackles, if you look really closely, like these speckles of blood in this white, totally white room. It's just so clean, yet so dirty. Like, kind of, and then like the shadow shows Moon Knight with his cowl and his cape and hood, and it's just such a dope cover. Kind of in love with that stuff. So, but if anybody again knows who she is, that's like a deep ask. Go ahead and throw that out there. All right, let's go back to boop doop. There we go. All right, awesome. Awesome. All right, so here we go. We got a Stephen Platt cover with Romulus. This is like when Wolvie, right, had Deadpool up in the air. This is Romulus with Wolverine up above his head. This is Wolverine number 7, variant edition. I think I read Wolverine 1 through 3 so far. So I'm not up to issue 7, nor do I need to be. I basically bought this for the dope cover. Supposedly there was supposed to be something new in this book. Oh. Looks like a new version of Romulus. Spoiler, sorry. He looks golden. Shall we call him the Golden Boy Yaddle? Yaddle. Yes, thank you. I knew one of you guys would know. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Ooh. 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 No. All right, so Romulus is kind of like Wolverine, just older. But they're just fighting. That's why I'm doing all the oohs. Thanks, guys. Tony and Brian to the rescue. Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. The adamantium. Anybody see how Captain America Brave New World has now worked adamantium into the Marvel Universe? I think we all know what adamantium showing up means. Or do we? Dun, dun, dun. All right, and we're down to my last book. I paid a little less than the sticker. I'll leave the sticker on. Oh no, sticker's coming off. Now the sticker says I paid $0 for this. I just want to get it off because there is part of the cover is underneath the sticker. This isn't any big book. This came out this week, but I thumbed through it. The artwork looked pretty decent. The story looked okay. It was kind of a surprise ending. You got Loki in here. I think Thor was in here. But we have the design variant of Doctor Strange of Asgard. So that looks like a dope jacket for Doctor Strange. Let's see. Watch me show you an art page after I said the art looked pretty decent, and it's going to look like complete and utter garbage. And I'll be like, I'm not sure what book I picked up. If I show you from a distance, you can't tell. So you got Strange and Thor, little huggy hug there. Loki shows up at one moment. There's no like real splash page in here. I remember reading through this and I'm like, where's the splashy splash? Loki. Can't show you the very ending. That's kind of like a spoiler. Probably the best page in this whole book. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Anyway, I feel like Doctor Strange got bamboozled. And he's like, what am I going to do now? And he's like, well, Earth doesn't need me anymore. Hey, what about you as Guardians? You guys need a Sorcerer Supreme? I am definitely available for weddings, bar mitzvahs, kids' parties. You just tell me what you need me to do, and I will show up. Sorcerer Supreme. All right. So that was this week's pickups. And then I did a claim sale with Matt Morgan, Heroes for Hire Comic Club. And so I did show off a bunch of Iron Man filler I got. That was on Monday Night Raw Books. You want to see those books? Go back to Monday Night Raw Books. Check it out. But I will show some of the rest of the books that I'm going to show next week on Monday Night Raw Books. So if you don't want to ruin next Monday Night Raw Books show, turn your eyes away, because I'm going to show you some of these books right now. We got the Incredible Hulk. I got charged $5. I have $10 sticker price. This is the Incredible Hulk 332. You got the Gray Hulk fighting. Looks like a bunch of Green Hulks, right? Is that the leader back there with the funky over here? Gray Hulk. You got a Doc Samson looking Hulk with the long hair. So all the Hulks on Hulk, Incredible Hulk 332. Who likes the Breaking of the Bat? This should be the first printing of this book. You thought it could never happen, but it did. The Breaking of the Bat. You know, honestly, I don't know why I got this one, because I already have this issue, and I think I have a reprint of this issue. So I was caught up in the moment. I was so caught up in the moment. We got this is actually I didn't realize that Wonder Man is trademarked. It's a trademark name, so don't bother to call yourself. But this is a newsie of Wonder Man #1. This was the limited edition or the limited, right? This was not the ongoing series. I think that's what it was. Because the other one with the free poster inside of it, issue #1, that should be the ongoing. Sleepy Readers in the house. What's up? What is up? What is up? Damien. So yeah, this is a Bill Sienkiewicz cover, by the way. So I always love me a little Bill Sienkiewicz. So yeah, Wonder Man #1 newsstand. So I grabbed me this guy. Try to get this posted back on there. All right. Then we got some Fantastic Four books. This is also a newsstand. And this is a Byrne and Sinnott book. We got Fantastic Four #213. You got Terrax the Terrible there. A very aged Mr. Fantastic. He looks like he's seen some stuff. All right, issue number 213. Yep, 40 center. So we grabbed that from the claim sale. Grabbed another newsie. Fantastic Four #245. The Invisible Girl fights alone for the life of her son. I think this is key, and it's skipping Franklin. Franklin Richards is the I think this was the first appearance of an adult Franklin Richards, or was it the baby Franklin Richards? I forget which one. There's a Franklin Richards appearance in here. Very first one. It's kind of a key book. We got some more Fantastic Four. We got Fantastic Four 280. You got She-Hulk up there. Got that hate stuff. We don't like hate, right? Stop the hate. So that's a cool one. We got Action Comics #1 homage cover of Fantastic Four 291 with She-Hulk. Just, tossing the old school car. Franklin was that's a baby for a decade, it seems. Right? It's like the Simpsons, right? Maggie Simpson, right? Or any of the Simpson characters, they just don't get older. So for those of you who collect Action Comic 1 homage covers, that's a thing. This is one that exists. And then last but not least, we got Fantastic Four 292. Nick Fury is going to kill Adolf Hitler, and we've got to stop him. Or do we? You know the answer to that. You know the answer to that one. But yeah, we grabbed this Hitler cover. Too bad it's not like, Hitler being punched in the face, but close enough. Close enough. That's a cool cover. Oh, the Action Comics one with She-Hulk? Yeah, I like She-Hulk too. I mean, I like the covers. I like Sensational She-Hulk. I did like the She-Hulk ongoing series. So I guess Sensational She-Hulk was also ongoing. Live me some She-Hulk. I'd live me some She-Hulk, but I do love me some She-Hulk too as well. All right. So that is pretty much the comics I got this week. I did pick up some other stuff. I still have a bunch of comics that I need to read. We got this Hulk 22. We got this dope Bjorn Baron Spawn cover 361. Superman here fighting an anemic Doomsday. So we got to read that. House of Slaughter #13 still on the to read pile. We got some Detective Comics on the read pile. We got Fantastic Four. This says 51, but this is not. This is one of those Disney-fied covers. They've moved it now from Spider-Man to the Fantastic Four, especially with the One World Under Doom stuff. So this is issue 22 or something like 29. I was way off. Whoa, as I just bend my comic enough. Fantastic Four 29. What if Mickey and Friends became the Fantastic Four? There actually is a actual What If comic starring the whole Mouse Gang that came out today. It's What If Mickey and Friends became the Avengers, but it's an actual comic instead of a cover. So what else? We got Grimm #21, Stephanie Phillips on this, and Flaviano. Pretty good. I have to catch up on that one. We got Miles Morales, Spider-Man #30. All right, Deadpool's been big in this last iteration. World Tree #13. Don't read this around your younger children. Just saying. Rat City, another Spawn Universe title. And they're going to add another one, I think, at the end of this month or next month. We got to read some Action Comics still. And yeah, still catching up on that Immortal Thor and these Alex Ross not variant covers. Alex Ross is just doing the A cover. Alex Ross is killing it. You know when Alex Ross really kills it? When they did the Immortal Thor. When they did the Immortal Hulk run, right? Al Ewing did that one, and I thought they crushed it together. It was just phenomenal. Oh man, my beverage glass is empty, so that means we're gonna have to get going soon. But we also have to bag and board a lot of these new comics. Not showing you guys that. Oh no. What else do we have? Few more comics that I have to read, guys, and then we're out. Oh, and for those of you who tuned in after I did the news, we have some sad news first off the bat. One is that these new imposed tariffs may cause your comics to go up in price. Luckily, one of the biggest printers in... So here's the thing. I believe 80% of the books are not printed in the US. All right, they're printed in Canada and China. To make a long story short, these tariffs will be, will cause the price of paper mills to jack up their prices. Luckily, one of the bigger suppliers in Canada has put a halt. They're going to eat the tariffs for 90 days. Means at least we have at least another 3 months of comics, most likely costing, relatively the same price. So, enjoy it while you can. If comic books prices go up, right, because they're saying that this may double the price of manufacturing comic. That doesn't mean that comics are going to double in price, right? But clearly going to go up. If comics get to a point where they're like $8 a piece, one, pull list is getting cut back, or two, I'm just going to stop buying new comics and just go into buying old comics off the wall, right? No reason to buy, let's say 10 comics at $75 when I can get myself a nice key for $75 raw, So, all right. Anyway, moving on. We got Ultimates number 9. Still got to read that. The Book of Cutter number 1. You're probably like, yo, do you even read your comics? We got Batman. Yes, I went away on vacation for a little bit, and so I am just a little bit behind. All right, what else we got? We got some Gunslinger Spawn. We have some more Rat City. Oh, this explains so much. Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger. I have to read this now because I just read 4 and I was like, did I miss something? Yes, I missed a whole entire issue in between. We got some more detective comics we got to read. Screw new books. Old stuff better anyway. Rich, Catwoman. I don't disagree. I just do like some of the new stuff out there. Like Absolute Batman is absolutely bananas. Like insane. Good. Push more people into digital. I have digital too. And I'm going to read more digital. Now, if they match the price, right? Let's say print goes up and digital goes up to match print. I'm going to be pissed. I'm probably going to cancel my digital subscription. Forget reading more. I'm probably going to cancel it. Because there's no reason why digital should, cost the same. We got another one of those Fantastic Four, homage covers, Disney homage. This is issue 3, but this is actually Fantastic Four number 28. Part of that One World Under Doom. Void Rivals number 16. Got to read that. I'm going to put that over here on the must-read pile. World Tree number 12. Still got to read that. I got a lot of catching up to do. Superman number 22. The Violator number 5. This is an origin story. I didn't realize. I thought it was like 3 books, but this is actually 6 books. They're thick. These are like the only Image Spawn books that don't cost $2.99. These are $5.99. But I think there's about 40 pages in these books. So there's a lot of pages. Just it's not the same. Sam and Twitch. We still got to read that. We've got some House of Slaughter. We got to read that. We got some more Gunslinger Spawn. So we got to read that. Some more Batman. The more I go through, more Thor. The more I go through this, the more I'm like, damn. Some more Spawn. As you can see, I get a lot of Spawn books. I'm not quite sure why they gave me a bag and board for this, because this is not anything special. This is the C cover, but it's Batman, right, on his motorcycle, but kind of jumping off his motorcycle, or like side riding it, but you don't get the full picture. So when I initially saw this, I thought it was a wraparound cover, but it doesn't wrap around because it comes this way. And I don't think it's a gatefold cover. So I'm not even quite sure why I got this cover. Like, I think the original art doesn't match what they actually put on the cover. So it's like his motorcycle. But I was like, oh, cool, you know. And then I was like, oh, not that cool. I guess cool enough. So yeah, these books all go in the still got a read pile. I did pull. I got a Ollie's pack. I open them sometimes on Monday night Raw Books. I did get this Secret Wars 2 issue number 1 out of an Ollie's pack. So, you know, these are cool books. So I don't agree that I do agree that, you know, the old books are better. You know, and this kind of introduced us to the human form of the Beyonder. I think maybe in issue 3 is when we actually get the first picture of him. But cool stuff. And then while we're showing some cool stuff off, we did get this from The Adventurous Joe. This was a win from a long time ago, but we did have a cool Star Wars book, and this is sitting on my desk because I'm going to rearrange some stuff, add some shelves, you know, make everything on this side that you can't see pretty cool. And then, you know, eventually we'll flip the camera around and you guys will get the picture of the wall and stuff. But yeah, we got that really cool action figure, right? Got that Anakin action figure. So we got the comic to go with this. So, you know, we'll put it together. Get some Dale, Dolly. What's up, Dolly? Dolly. Dale's in the house. What's up, Dale? Oh man, 3 Good Nerds is in the house. And AR. What's up, guys? What's up, fellas? Yeah, we were talking about the I got this Star Wars cover today. So, and yeah, pretty cool. Pretty good stuff. And we were talking about it. Brian, LCS, and Tony hooked me up with the name of the guess the female version of Yoda, Yaddle, right? Yaddle. But this is just a pretty cool cover. This is Raza, by the way. And I was saying I like Raza. Raza does some really cool artwork. So here's another Raza cover. I just like how, like, it's simple but not, right? We got the blood splatter, the whole white room thing. Look at his shadow casting, you know, that really cool Moon Knight with his cowl and the hood and everything. So just some really dope, artwork by Raza. But that led me to I guess showing that awesome Star Wars toy. And so I do want to, you know, fix up my background here and have something that, you know, that's a cool little officey extravaganza, if you will. And I do start off the Wednesday New Comic Book Day. Why? Now with comic news on Wednesday, so we do some comic news. talked about some other stuff like 5 minutes ago and at the beginning of the show and somewhere in between. But also, they've been doing private screenings. The other part of the news I brought up today was they've been doing private screenings of Superman, right? The new Superman film. And the original private screenings, people were saying how the special effects and the CGI just garbage, straight doo-doo water, like hot out of the toilet doo-doo water. And hey, Aaron's in the house. What's up? Psychotronic Squirt Gun. Let's go. We were lighting up Matt's claim sale the other day, Heroes for Hire Club's claim sale. We were like, let's go. Once $1, $2, $3, let's go. We're just betting on books. It didn't matter. It did not matter. We got a ton of filler. I'm not going to show them again because I showed them on Monday, but I got Iron Man books for days. Iron Man. So the story behind the Iron Man package, though, yeah, it was fun. The story behind how I got this many Iron Man books, though, is don't show up to claim sales late, because I saw Matt, show like this many Iron Man books, right? And I was like, oh, and he's like, all right, he had him for like $2, and he's like, I'm gonna mark him down to $1. He's like, buy Iron Man books. And I was like, oh, cool, 4 or 5 books, 3, 4 books, whatever it is. I didn't think it was more than 5. So I said, Matt, I'll take all your Iron Man books for $1. All the ones you showed. Do we know the storyline for the new Superman movie yet? What we do know is Lex Luthor is in the movie. Krypto's in the movie. We have Mr. Fantastic and who's the other? There's a Green Lantern in there. Guy Gardner is in there. I don't know if anybody has released the plot of the new Superman movie. Let's see. So Wikipedia says about the new film. Premise: the film explores Clark Kent, Superman's journey to reconcile his Kryptonian heritage with his adoptive human family in Smallville, Kansas. And that's all we have out of Wikipedia. Yep. And that's pretty much all the... Let's see. Okay. Superman has been active for a couple of years and is struggling to reconcile his human upbringing with his Kryptonian heritage. Other superheroes are edgy and kill when necessary. Superman is an outcast among them for his optimism and no-kill rule, and ultimately inspires them to change their ways. Lex Luthor is war profiteering on an armed conflict in a foreign nation called Jaharanporia. Superman intervenes in the conflict, and the U.S. government deploys a clone created by Luthor dubbed Ultraman to arrest him. Ultraman deteriorates into Bizarro and goes rogue. Superman and his friends must stop him while Lois Lane and Daily Planet staff work to expose Luthor for his crimes. The movie reportedly ends with Superman revealing his secret identity to Lois, Luthor avoiding repercussions for his crimes and announcing he's running for president, and Supergirl arriving on Earth, plus other DCU setups like the Engineer getting recruited into the Authority. Now, that was all just rumors. So that is the biggest rumor that has come out. So, yes, I have Iron Man books. Mr. Terrific. Dale, for you, I'll show a couple of Iron Man books. Just a few. I got a yellow cover. I'll give you like 5. these are some of the earlier ones I got. So I'm going to try to complete the run between 200 and 300 just because I can. So, but also Silver Centurion shows up in a lot of those books. So these are from 1985. So we got Iron Man 201. We've got Iron Man 202 with some Kazar in there. That the rumors would make a good movie, right? That actually is not a bad rumor. Not a bad rumor at all. So we got Iron Man number 203. This is kind of a yellow cover. People collect different covers that the background is a particular cover. This is a yellow cover, or I guess what would count as a yellow cover. Iron Man 203. We got Iron Man 204. Newsy. And then we have Iron Man number 205. I should have just showed Dale 2 Iron Man covers because that would have gave him his 2. Oh, that's a joke from 22s. Are you trying to complete the Iron Man run? I'm going to try to, like I said, for now, I think do the 200, do the 300. And we'll take it from there. I can probably do the hundreds too. I mean, the Iron Man books aren't necessarily uber expensive, right? With the exception, obviously, of like, the first couple. So, and even Iron Man 1, if you now it's still expensive, don't get me wrong, but if you're looking, if you play your cards right and save your money, and save your money, you can probably get an Iron Man 1 low grade for under $300. So mid grade probably going to run you 500 to 800, and then high grade is going to be over 1,000, probably over 2K, right? Especially if we're talking about slabs. Oh shit. So, but yeah, and then each one, like Iron Man 2, you can probably have low grade for $30. According to the site I'm looking at now, it says low grades are 30, mid grades are 90, high grades are about 200. Yeah, I'm seeing 85 listed for an Iron Man 2, and they're saying fine condition, mid grade for $67, so 70. Somebody's selling low and mid grade Iron Man 1 and 2 for $500. So you got a couple of $100 in your pocket. You can get issues 1 and 2. So it wouldn't be outside of the realm to try to complete an Iron Man run, because it's not going to break the bank, but it's also something really cool to have that run of Iron Man, right? So I think, sorry, I missed that tidbit of info. Oh, no, it's all right. Yeah, Iron Man 1. Yeah. So yeah, no, it doesn't matter. I originally I was gonna just start collecting all the Iron Man, right? But I have a lot of the ones between 1 and 200, so I'm gonna start from 200 to 300. So I'll start in that range. The books aren't that expensive, and then I think I'll probably start going down. So then I'll do the 199 to 100. And then we'll work that way as well. It doesn't mean if I find a good price on anything before 200, I'll get it if the price is right. It doesn't matter. So I am definitely in the, Iron Man 1. Iron Man 55, that's Iron Man 55. Isn't that with what's his face? That big guy, all the horrible stuff. Yeah, Drax. Not Drax. He doesn't do horrible things. Thanos. That guy. Yeah, that's the one where Thanos is or is that Drax? Somebody's punching through a wall. Yeah. First Thanos and Drax. But yeah, that's a big one. Let me see. And there's like a bunch of Eternals, I think, also in that book. Come on, internet work. Issue 55. The internet is really, really great. Oh, does not want to show me. Why is that? That's weird. But if I put it into eBay, eBay shows me. All right, so let's see. Issue number 55. Let's check it out. Boop. What do we got here? 375, 426, $999, 275. Yeah, I mean, you need a couple $100 to get this guy, but low to mid, yeah, that's a biggie. That's a big one. And this is I don't know what this is. Iron Man 55, 3.5, 4.0 presents 5.5 to 6. So 3.5, 4.0 means it probably has like a water stain or some damage. Looks like the staples are a little warped. If you were to put it in a slab, it may look better. Yeah, there's some tears by the staples, or the staples coming up. There's some tears there. Like if it wasn't for those minor defects, a piece of the cover is missing there, a little bendy bend there. It was a little fold there, a little another fold down there. Yeah, so $400 I think is a lot to ask for that copy, but it's crazy. 9.2 here is over 1,500. Yeah, this one would be an expensive book to get. Like this 7.5 is 700. This 5 UK price variant, nice, 439. Ugh. 6.0, 550. 3.5 signed by Stan Lee and Starlin. 665. Sheesh. Oh, this is that old CGC Signature Series 2. This was 2012. All right, I say old. I mean, it's 13 years ago. But in the world of CGC, oh, there's that Stan Lee signature. Oh. That is cool. All right. Oh, you know what? I didn't even share that with you. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Look, there's so I was looking at this, and yeah, this is the old school CGC Signature Series label, and then you go down here, and there's the Stan Lee signature. Oh, that is, yeah. I should have shared that with you guys. I'm sorry. I was very, very selfish in that moment. I still need to finish my G.I. Joe run. Yo, Joe! G.I. Joe! That's awesome. Do you have like some of the big ones, like the 21, like the silent issue with Snake Eyes? And obviously 1 is a big one. There's a couple of early ones too with first appearances and stuff, but that's dope. I want to do the Transformers, honestly. If I had to choose between the two Hasbro toy comics, I would honestly, I'm probably more skewed towards Transformers more than meets the eye. Wow, $2,000. Oh, diamond insert, national diamond insert. Damn. 500. Yeah. Definitely gonna have to. I don't say I'm definitely gonna have to get this book on layaway, but Definitely gonna have to do some research and see if I can find a good price on this. I know my local comic shop guy had one for sale, but I think it's gone because I think he had a better price than everything I've seen up here. Gotta strike while the iron's hot. I remember before Thanos became, big in the movies, from the United Kingdom, you can get it for $254.62 plus $31.80 shipping. It's still under $300. I'll put that on the save list. PGX 9.0 is $11.50. It's got white pages. So says PGX. Nice. Nice, Dale. We are simpatico, Dale. We are simpatico. Listen to Will about Spec. Spec game. Ruining comics, isn't it? Ruining all the comics. All right. All right, guys. Well, we've been here for a while. I think it's time to peace out. It is time to get out of here. I do appreciate everybody for showing up. That was awesome. What do I have on this page? Nothing. All right. I have this like thing on the side that's like share this, and then I go to share, and it's literally the same thing. No, Will, teach me. Anytime, Aaron. Anytime. I don't know. I'm just verbal diarrheaing what I've learned over time. I do have a press machine that I'm going to start pressing some of my books, my own books too. So, and I do have a CGC subscription. So I'm going to send in a couple of books to get them slabbed. Part of the reason I do the slabbing is not just to increase the value of the book, because I don't really sell my books, which I need to start doing. And Aaron has heard me saying this now for like 3 to 4 months. I need to start selling, which I have already. I have like a small short box of comics that I'm ready to start selling. But I do it also just, even though it does take away the fact that you can't tactilely touch the book, a lot of times my books, especially the older ones, right, they start to get dry and brittle, right? So my ASM 50, this is just a postcard, by the way, was, it was getting a little brittle, right? Where like, if you touched it, you were scared that pages were going to tear or fall apart, or like the edges were going to come off. So I slabbed it up, right? So now I can't physically open it ever again, but my fear was to physically open it because I was afraid that book would start to crack, and it just did not have enough moisture. So I slabbed it, and now I don't have to worry about me breaking it. Now I can only look at the front and back cover, but I'm a little bit less fearful that book, something horrible is going to happen to that book. Exactly. But that's what you should do. Flip and to improve the collection. So sometimes I will take I'll take a shot at a book, hoping that one day maybe it pops, and maybe one day I don't, maybe I don't connect to this book as much as I do, an ASM something or other. And then I can take the profits from these and turn it into that. So, but I actually have to do that, right? I actually have to start the process of selling books. So, but that's the thing. So I need to start flipping. All right, guys, I'm going to head out. It's 9:14. Yeah, maybe have a snack or something. I don't know. I had a very light dinner, so maybe I'm a little hungry. I don't know, but it's been an awesome time hanging out with you guys. We're about the hour 15-minute mark, so we're going to head out. I do appreciate everybody being here. It's so cool hanging out with all you guys. Peace out. We're going to have a good night. If you've been to my shows before, we end with a dance party. All right. So everybody, you guys have a great night. We will see you next time on New Comic Book Day. All right. Let's try that again. Take 2. We'll see you next time on New Comic Book Day. Why? Now with comic news, 100% more comic news. Hey, Aaron, we'll get you to jump on again. We need you. The show needs you back. We need the old books. We need, that smell you smell when you open it. We need that back. We need that aura, that ambiance on the show. Dale, thank you for stopping by. Everybody else, thank you for stopping by. Brian LCS was here. Three Good Nerds were here. Rich was here, right? AR was here, right? Sleepy Reader was in the house. Right, Damien. Wolf stopped by too. Comic Addicts was here. Meyer HQ was here. And Kenneth Bird was here. All right, guys. So we'll see you next time on New Comic Book Day. Why? With comic news. Deuces. We're out. Peace.